I remembered growing up on the farm and we would fill up a stock tank. It was our version of a swimming pool. And it took a long time to fill up. And so my parents would tell us that we had to wait until it got to a certain level before we could go get in and play. And that is exactly how I view healing. And so what I often tell the people that I work with is that the tank has to fill up to a certain degree. And then once you get past that point, you start feeling all of the beautiful changes. It's not that you're not changing down here, they're just not as noticeable. They're not as grand. They're not as overt and big in their presentation of the accumulated effects that you've gathered through how you've been living. So what typically happens with people is that while it's filling up, they have mindset opportunities that they could heal, but often aren't guided in a way that's truthful, and they jump ship. And so they're still moving towards healing the whole entire time if you're implementing truths, but it just wasn't to the point where they had their expectations. Like, my body's gonna look like this, feel like this, be like this. That's at this point. So while you're doing the work here, part of even what I do with my patients is your mind, your emotions, your capacity to engage with life and experience life and have that adaptability, not just in your physicality, but in your emotions, in your psychology, in your nervous system as you get to that point that you're working towards. And so the other thing, and the point of this actually is that what you find is that while your pool is filling up, you can still go play in a lot of different ways as it fills up to the point where you're wanting it to, so that you can jump in and really have a lot of fun. And that actually is more conducive to healing than sitting there and living this lackluster, monotonous, overwhelming, burdensome type of life to heal. It should actually be the exact opposite. And that's what I work with a lot of people doing, is creating a life that doesn't just heal, but that feels so freaking fantastic. Because when you feel that good, even while you're healing, you're altering biochemistry, and that alteration is also going to change your physiology. It's still your biochemistry, whether it's through a dietary input, through light inputs, through any other inputs that you could gather. Feeling good is still an input, no matter how it is created in the physical body. And so it was this cute reminder of, out on the farm, we would wait and wait and wait for it to fill up to a certain degree to get in and play. And you could still go play while it was filling up, and you weren't missing out on anything. If anything, you got in more play than if you were sitting there watching it fill up the whole time and just letting the dreaded hours that it took to fill up consume that part of your day, instead of playing while it was filling up to come jump in and enjoy the heck out of it. So pay attention to this in your life. If you're healing and you hate your life, you're not doing it right. If you're healing and having hard moments, and then absolutely amazing moments, and then hard moments, and then beautiful moments, and then hard moments, and then exciting moments, that's more true. That's more sustainable, and that's actually going to get you to that point that you're craving quicker than dreading every step along the way. So you can heal and still have fun. And that is even with emotions, psychology, your physical body. Anything that you are healing through can still have pieces of your life infused with joy, abundance, happiness, beautiful passion, creativity, and tons and tons and tons of play.